Hello, Facebook. This is Eagle 8 reporter Paul Lamison. We are over the Wesley Chapel area. We're in an area near, let's see where we are. Boyette Road and Elam Road up in the Wesley Chapel area. What they're doing, they're looking for a missing man. He went missing the other day, and they did find his car. They now have dive teams out searching this lake, and they are getting ready to go into the water just to clear this area to make sure he's not in this area. This lake does not have a name, but it's again near Boyette and Elam Road over by Fussell Drive up in the Wesley Chapel area. It's a fairly big lake, but here I'll show you where they're centered. The dive team is coming into the water right now, and they're going to search this area. He went missing the other day. He was, according to the sheriff's office, suicidal. They are now looking for, just to make sure he's not in this water. They did find his vehicle. And again, the dive team is going into the water right in this area. This is Pasco County Sheriff's Office. They have boats in the water, plenty of boats, and a big group out here. And here's another boat just running a search pattern out here in the water. You can see this is a Pasco County Sheriff's boat, Marine unit. I'm going to go onto Facebook to see if there are any questions. Here's, pardon me, Facebook. Here's what we know. A search is underway in Pasco County for a missing and endangered 45-year-old man. Dive teams from the Pasco Sheriff's Office are out near Boyette Road and Elam Road in Wesley Chapel and searching nearby lakes for Scott Kurland. Deputies say Kurland left his home around 1:30 a.m. on Monday and made delusional statements, according to Sheriff's Office. He talked about having make a decision about leaving Earth for good and talking to angels. Later that day, investigators found his car near this location at Elam and Boyette. Kurland was last seen a black jacket, brown Crocs, and sweatpants or pajama pants. So they are in this area. He made statements that led them to believe that he may be in this lake. So I'm going to again show you, this is Pasco County. The dive team is loading up into boats. They'll be going out searching this area, and they'll be going into the water in this area. But again, you can see dive teams out getting ready to enter the lake. Another boat is now out in the water. They're going to be running a pattern, searching. There's another boat over in this part of the lake running patterns as well. And again, Facebook, here's what's going on. A search is underway in Pasco County for a missing and endangered 45-year-old man. Dive teams from the Pasco Sheriff's Office are out near Boyette Road and Elam Road in Wesley Chapel, searching for Scott Kurland. Deputies say Kurland left his home around 1:30 a.m. on Monday. They did find his car in this area. They did not find him yet. They're still looking. Here's dive team getting ready to go into the lake. There's also boats out on the lake searching, running patterns. They're over on the west side of the lake. Here's one boat. Another boat up on But again, the missing man, the 45-year-old man, left his home Monday at 1:30 a.m. He made what the sheriff's office is categorizing as delusional statements. And they did find his car in this area, so now they're searching the nearby lakes. And this is the lake they're searching now, again up in the Wesley Chapel area. And again, the man's name is Scott Kurland. Scott Kurland. And I'll go on and read some comments, see if I can answer any questions. Search dogs probably could not find him if he's in the water. If he's up around the shore, then definitely. Yeah, they're hoping they find him. He did make what the sheriff's office is categorizing as delusional statements, but they are just trying to find him because if he's still alive, they would like to find him and get him help. So you can see there's quite a few people from the sheriff's office out here. They have their underwater recovery team and swift water recovery out here. Plenty of deputies, plenty of unmarked cars. They have boats, and they are loading the dive team in right now. They're on these boats. They'll be heading into the water shortly. There's a couple boats already in the water. They're going to put a couple more boats in. They'll be searching this area. And again, there's the one boat running a pattern. The other one is running up on the shoreline looking. And you can see how there's water up here. This is like a swampy area on the edge of the lake. And they're just patrolling this area. There's a second boat running a grid pattern across the lake. And the dive boats are getting ready to go into the water as well. Yeah, what we were doing is we'll look as well when we're over these areas because they don't have their air unit up. And from up here, we can cover some areas fairly fast by just searching the shoreline. And one thing you can do is you can look the way the wind is blowing everything in, so anything floating would end up over in this area. So we'll look over here. And we're getting a little bit of glare. We'll wait till we get around it. But anything floating would come over to this area just because of the way the wind is blowing today. And so the boat is doing the same thing what we're doing, just from a lower angle. You can see there is a pretty strong wind today. So we're just looking into these reeds to see if we see anything. And the small boat is over here doing exactly what we're doing. Now let's go check on the divers, see what they're doing. (10-4). Okay, Facebook, we are going to wrap up. This is the search. They'll continue this for a while until they get around the majority of the lake. And I want to show you, there's the dive crews heading out. They're going to go over to the side of the lake as well and search in the water because 10-4. And we're going to go ahead and wrap up. You can keep tuning in to WFLA.com for more information, and we'll update the website when more information comes in. In Eagle 8 HD, Paul Amison, News Channel 8.